Hi everybody and welcome back. This is Fresh, aka Blue Phoenix. I'll be creating a new scale for the track. We're going to use Just Intonation. So it's kind of experimental. I'm not 100% convinced it's great, but we'll see. At the end of the track, maybe it will just pop and sound awesome because of this Just Intonation stuff. So if all of your synths and samplers you plan on using in the tutorial can support microtuning, I would highly suggest you follow along. And if they don't, then don't do it. Because if some of your synths use it and some don't, it's going to sound out of key. It's going to sound really bad. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, this is totally optional. If you don't feel like doing it, fine. So we're going to be writing in Phrygian mode. So I searched for Just Intonation Phrygian mode. And this very first link here to CSU Fresno, click on that, and it's got the scale right here for E Phrygian. You've got the first one's E, then F, G, A, B, C, D. So normally A is 440 hertz. We're going to try this Vivaldi A of 432 hertz. I'm not 100% convinced that it is such a magic number yet. We'll see. So if we're gonna convert this down to 432, we just need to take a ratio of 432 over 440, and then multiply it by 330 to figure out what our E is going to be, which is 324 hertz. Okay. So the fun part here is working with Scala. The first time I did this, I screwed it up. I had to do a second take, so here we go. Go to Options, and we're going to set our frequency to 324 hertz. Down in the MIDI, we need to do it again, 324 hertz, and set it to E4. Okay. While we're in here, let's go to Synth and change our tuning model. We want number 112. Why they couldn't just alphabetize it instead of prepending these numbers, I don't know. You need a PhD to use this thing, I swear. Okay, so we've got our first note here is 324. With the UHE synths, I noticed that if you only have 7 notes in your scale, it doesn't work so well. So let's make sure we have all 12 notes in there. So in order to do that in Phrygian mode, we actually build up our scale to this interval. So we go 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. So we need to keep that in mind as we build our scale in Scala to put the correct number of notes in there. So this first ratio here is 27/25. Make sure you click on change here and do 27 over 25 and hit insert append. Just hit append once. That gets us to F. Then we're going to go to G, which is 6/5. So change that to 6/5. And we're going to append twice because we need to get to G and keep room for what G sharp would be. We're not going to use G sharp, but we need that note to not... we just need it to be in the scale. 4/3 is next. We're going to pin that twice to get to A. And then it's 3/2 for B. 8/5 for C. Help if I type the right ones. Nice thing about E Phrygian, it uses all the white keys, and you don't have to worry about sharps and flats. Just white keys on your scale, which is really easy to remember. We're going to pen 9/5 twice, and then make sure to do your 2 to 1 for your octave twice, because you need a +2 to get back down to E. That's our scale. We're going to hit OK, and export synth tuning. And I'll just go to the desktop here and call it phryg324.ton. Hit OK. And there it is. Easy peasy. Since I'll be using Contact, during the tutorial, I also need to create this for contact, which is, I always forget. Do you see contact? 129. How intuitive. Export synth tuning. I do believe this is open source. I could change this. Contact. Okay. Okay, I don't see it. So I'm going to export it again. I think I didn't hit desktop. Phryg E324.contact. Okay. Yes! Woo! Success. Okay, now just to make sure this worked. Last time when I did this, it did not work, which upset me. Okay, so I throw Diva in here, and there's a microtuning field here on the main tab. Go in here and, oh, right. Okay, so I have to put it in the folder. I'll just shrink this back down here, and I believe I've got tune files. That's not the right one, is it? Yeah. So wherever you install Diva, the DLL, the VSD, you should end up with this diva.data folder, and there's a tune files. So you have to put your tune file in there. Copy. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and do this for Botzilla. I'm going to change this to backup just in case I hosed it up. Copy. Ableton. All right, we're back. Okay, here we go. Phryg E324.2. Now, as I play all the white keys on the keyboard, it should go up. Here we go. Oh no! No, I'm kidding. I pressed the wrong button on purpose. Okay, good. It worked this time! Yay! Okay, so of course I didn't have it on, so why don't we turn it on and see if it actually worked this time. T, do. Yes. Okay, we're good. So we have a scale now. As we go through the tutorial, again, if all your synths have microtuning, you can load this up. And I'm going to include that .tun and .contact file in the remix pack. So if you didn't have Scala or didn't feel like installing it, you can still follow along with microtuning. And that's about it for now. So I hope that was informative for you. And in the next tutorial, for real, I promised last time I was going to do drums next. This time I really am. So drums coming up next. Stay tuned. Bye.